Boy, insane game, man. Oh, man. That's one of the ones we're just like, yo, let's get that ball back. Come on, we just need that ball back one more time, baby. But unfortunately, did fall short today, man. 44-42 in a absolute thriller out there on the West Coast, man. Versus the LA Rams, man. You already know the drill. Hit that like button one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe, either if you are new to the channel. Plenty to unpack in this game. Whenever you're talking about a game like today, where you knew coming in, man, everything is working against you in the sense of you've already clinched your division. You've already, locked in your playoff spot. You have the 10 wins. You're feeling great. You're 7 wins in a row. All these things, scream, all right, take your foot off the gas pedal. You're playing in LA versus a Rams team that's offensively really, really good, but at the same time, they're not a complete team, and hence the reason why their record kind of reflects that. But still good enough, though. So once again, everything screams, this is the bad one. This ain't the one you want. I don't even feel like, sluggish start by us. I thought offensively we still came out, did what we were supposed to do. But the Rams, man, offensively, they came out the gate on fire. I mean, they clicked on all cylinders. I thought Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, they were handfuls to deal with all night, and we still couldn't stop them. I mean, that was a big reason, why we weren't able to get up out of that stadium. But we also have the block punt, man, for a touchdown. Anytime you give up a special team score, whether it's punt return, kick return for a touchdown, block punt, block field goal for a touchdown, any of that type of stuff, man, it's extremely hard to win because you're spotting another team points. I mean, everybody's already good enough when everybody's playing their best ball and everybody's healthy. So let alone when you add the self-inflicted issues, self-inflicted wounds. And that was, ultimately the difference maker in this game. You look at the score and just think back to the block punt. That don't happen, man. We getting up out of there with the win. It's not the prettiest because we gave up a ton of points. But when you think of the flow of the game, you think of what that Rams passing attack is and what Puka Nacua could do versus some of the zone concepts that we like to play, it made sense. So for me, in that sense, I wasn't necessarily, overly frustrated with it. I thought Puka was having a game. And sometimes, man, stars are going to make big time plays. I thought he had a handful of catches that were pretty impressive where you're just looking like, all right, bro, yeah, you make that play, you deserve it. Shout out to you. You tip your cap to him, you snap the ball the next play. If he's going to do that, great. Make him be a great player. But it's the other stuff where you're just like, all right, penalty here, bails him out. All right, you missed the fit, on this. Now you give up an explosive play. I thought it was a little bit of that and just, where you're usually making that play here or there, we missed it this time. Some of the throws in the end zone, right? I think of the second to last touchdown, I think it was, or when they scored the 34-point. And you got Taylor Rapp and Rasul Douglas hitting each other in the end zone. It's like, man, just a little bit of a different angle. And who knows, maybe picked. Maybe you're separating the receiver from the football. But it was just one of those games, man, from a defensive standpoint. And the Rams on offense are humming. They've been doing that all season. They look really good. And that's what Matthew Stafford is capable of. We know this. Now, I thought for us, from an offensive standpoint, Josh was on one. My man had 6 touchdowns, 0 turnovers. Don't get it twisted. 3 through the air, 3 on the ground. He was giving it to them however they wanted it, however they needed it. It did not matter. That's full service. My man is on one. Excellent decision making, I thought, throughout the game. I thought he was a lot more intentional utilizing his legs today, though. And really because of the amount of man-to-man coverage that the Rams were playing. Most teams do not play Josh like this. Most teams are going to sit back, 2 high shell, eyes on them, spy, etc. The Rams, they decided to do some of that man or a lot more man. And for Josh, you could just tell where he was like, I'm just going to pull this and run. And I love how he put those defenders in conflict as he would run at them and make them have to, work on their angles. And Josh was cooking that way. But I also love the fact that he still stayed true to the new Josh Allen, which is eyes downfield, trying to deliver the football downfield, but at the same time, not overly aggressive, not reckless. I thought that was, on full display. I mean, because at one point we were down 17 points. And he did not blink. He came back, touchdown, 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 touchdown. I was like, whew. But across the board, man, I'm liking, actually loving what I'm saying from this offense, man. I'll take 7-1 down this stretch we just been on, man, because we're going to bounce right back. We ain't tripping on this at all. But, yeah, the way that my man Amari Cooper was playing today. Shout out to Khalil Shakir today. Shout out to Mac Hollins continuing to touch paint, man. He finds his way into that end zone, man. He does that. James Cook looking good. Ty Johnson, come on, baby. Offensively, we are an absolute problem. Absolute problem, man. And Josh continues to play at an MVP caliber, just in case y'all didn't know. But as a whole, man, we'll bounce back, man. Like I said, anytime you playing out there on the West Coast, that's always tough because you got the long travel out there and everything that goes with it. And whenever you're coming off the elite high that this Bills team had just came off of as well, you understand sometimes, man. Yeah, it can get weird out there in these games, man. But nonetheless, you guys let me know your thoughts on the 44-42 loss that we took to the Rams. And, yeah, let me know what you expect to see going forward. But either way, you know I appreciate you for tuning in. And as always, you know, baby, new hoodie on the way. New hoodie on the way. But don't no one circle the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.